30-second countdown. Here we go. Stop making noise, please. I'm talking about the computer. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. Let me turn it on. Yeah, we are live on Pump Fun as well. All right, cool. Hello, everybody. We are, could you sound check? We're good? Turn it on. 1, 2, 3, testing. Good. All right, marvelous. All right, folks, we are live from Malta once again. We have a great lineup tonight. My name's Alex. You know me already. I'm the founder and CEO of Ulys Quest. This is Paul Cabin. Hello. There goes Paul. And my co-founder is here, Karen Derry, finally.
Hello.
It was about time you showed your face.
Where's the video?
Right here.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we are live streaming simultaneously on Pump Fun, on X Live, on YouTube, on Twitch. I think that's a good start for today. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Let's start by posting the subject of our conversation, which is this here, our token, Quest token. Let me send the invitation link here to our friends because we're going to have Stephen that's going to join us. We're going to have 5 p.m. We're going to have Solarized. Oh my God, we're going to have one hell of a lineup. A whole bunch of experts. This is going to be fabulous. So Telegram, let me send this to these guys right away. We're actually on the next chat right now. All right, really cool.
Can you put anything here?
No, I'm not streaming on there. We're streaming directly from this magnificent device from Owl Labs. It automatically turns towards the person speaking. It directs the camera automatically. High profile stuff. All right, let me put this in the chat here and ask for these guys to join us. Okay. Here we go. I definitely need Stephen here. Yesterday we live streamed for like how many hours, Karen? 7, 8?
Close to 8.
Yeah, close to 8 hours in a row. So yeah.
8. We started at 8 until 5 in the morning, so that's close to 9 hours actually.
That was pretty intense.
Aside from the downtime in between.
But what a night. What a night when we got things going. I'm just sending this link here to our friends. Let's see who they are. Yeah, we're going to get some boost. We're going to get some trending. We're going to get whatever it takes, and we're going to send this to $1 million because that's where it should be. We worked too hard to wait around for something to happen. Yeah, we'll monitor what's going on Telegram. We'll chat with everybody. All right. Thank you for your patience. So yesterday was an absolutely incredible night. We had a lot of action. We launched a Quest token on Pump Fun. It's kind of crazy because we have a Web3 travel to earn ecosystem, and we launched it in a casino. Actually, we're deep in project, decentralized infrastructure. So yeah, we spoke about like so many things yesterday, and the token just took off. Went up to $127,000 in market cap. We bonded. That was beautiful. And the number of people that joined our community literally exploded. So that went really high too. That was great. So yeah, there we go. So I'm very happy.
Apparently there's no, audio on Pump Fun.
There's no audio on Pump Fun? Let me check. We have audio on Pump Fun.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Let's So I don't know who's saying that. Okay. All right. We tested here. Let me tell him. Oh, maybe it's an yes. Our buddy Solarize is trying to jump in. Use the StreamYard link. All right. So I'm going to have to add them, waiting for them to hop on. We're going to have one hell of a conversation. Yesterday was absolutely incredible. We talked about all the business aspect and how incredible, versatile the platform actually is, and why we're going to reach incredible highs. And I'm really glad today to have also Karen with me. She's my co-founder. We were together on the Shark Tank. Yeah, we pitched together on the Shark Tank, and we successfully closed a big deal. We went on to do the Metaverse Expo in my case, and in her case, it was for her passion, the Jigsaw Puzzle International Convention. Okay, there we go. We've got Steve that's joining the stage. Steven!
Hello.
All right. Hello, my friend. How are you?
How are you doing today?
We're doing great. Aren't you happy that Karen has finally joined us?
Hello, hello. Hello again. Right? It's getting exciting.
Yeah.
But I followed all the 9 hours, 8 hours yesterday. I was there. I was listening. I just couldn't join.
Yeah, it got pretty good. Lots of good information. I hope people are
Yes, very
actually
interesting.
listening. Right? It's pretty exciting stuff.
Very exciting.
So I don't
our
know.
friend Solarize has joined us. That's fabulous too. Let me see how I can organize the screen here for everybody to fit in. The best layout. Well, that one's not good. That one's not good.
So there's
This
a lot
one's
to
better.
talk about for sure. And then we should probably recap on some of the things Solarize said yesterday, because that was amazing.
Oh yeah, you can say that again, man. What a
Right?
conversation we had. Is that good? Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
buddy,
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi. How is everyone?
Good.
Can't complain, buddy. I'm so happy to be able to introduce to you Karen Derry, my co-founder. So she is a licensed teacher. She has a master's in business administration. I'm pretty sure you took a look at her LinkedIn profile. She has a long career in the television industry, in particular in the newsroom. She was in the management, had 45 employees there to manage for close to I think 12 or 14 years. And
A decade, yeah.
yeah, not that much. And then was an entrepreneur, had her own closed captioning business for the hearing impaired. Went on the Shark Tank with me, and yeah, she's got tremendous amount of experience, and she brought some incredible ideas to the table when it comes to Quest and Ulys Quest. And she's going to share her insights with her because her passion is on the educational side, and also on the landmark preservation side and the government interaction that we can have. So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and have a talk.
Hi, Karen. How are you?
Good. How's everyone doing?
My introduction is nowhere near as extensive and as long as yours is. So congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, happy to be here and share my perspective and my take on this.
Yeah, just one thing. 5 p.m. If you want to join us, you have to activate your microphone. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
What an amazing lineup.
Right?
Yes,
We have a
sir.
show.
So happy to be here with you guys. Another day, another great success journey ahead.
Yes.
The people have been waiting for this moment. We have a lot of great energy, and people have been resting for sure. So today's the day, guys. Today's the day. Another day.
Today's the day we go where? What's the target today?
Yes, sir. So
Yesterday
so
wanted
far we
to
have a
talk, now we
roadmap.
want to move.
So far we have
Better
a
than
roadmap.
yesterday.
Yeah, we did prepare a roadmap, huh?
Yes. So to the community that's watching right now, is listening, we have a roadmap so far. We talked to the dev, Alex. He's going to look into it, and he will put it on the stream so everyone can see what's going on.
Definitely.
Oh,
I'm going to share a screen and I can add that, no problem.
nice.
Okay, so please go ahead.
I'll let you finish.
Okay, maybe we should start with like I'll do a brief introduction for the platform in case people are joining us. Like now the crowd is very different. We have 35 people already joining us on X. And those are people that probably weren't on the live stream. How many people we have on Pump?
25.
25, okay. So great. So I'm going to do just a short intro for a second, just to explain what we are. Ulys Quest is a Web3 travel to earn ecosystem. We are a real life, real world travel to earn or explore to own platform. So you physically have to go outside. You have to find the location that's in our database. We currently have 103,173 locations across 197 countries. And if you go to one of these locations and with our app, you confirm your presence, you get awarded Quest tokens. You get rewarded with Quest tokens. Besides that, the platform will also act as your AI tour guide. So we use Claude Sonnet, which we trained to be an AI tour guide expert. So let's say you go to the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Claude Sonnet will give you all the information that you need to know about Gustave Eiffel and the Eiffel Tower and when it was built and the gift that it was, the gift that was offered to Paris and all the history behind it. You have information about the history. You have information about the architecture, fun facts, etc. On top of that, if you've never been to Paris, for example, and you'd like to know what places you'd like to visit, then you will activate the AI route generator. And the system will automatically build a route that is within your GPS coordinates to help you and guide you to send you to various locations, which are practically in walking distance, to help you optimize your quest for Quest. That's the fun part of it. There's a whole bunch of features, and you don't have to take my word for it. The platform is fully functional. It's not an MVP. It's not a minimum viable product. It is not either a candidate or a project. I hate that word. We're not a project. A project for me means we're raising money because we want to build something. It's built. It works. It's live. It's 100% functional. If you go on the platform, any of the features that you see, if you click on it, it works. There's nothing that says under construction or coming soon. So platform is super powerful, super versatile, and we're going to share with you everything that it can do and the business applications that it can have. Yesterday, we had a fabulous conversation about this. And when you see this, you will understand why Quest token will reach incredible heights. Multi-billion-dollar market cap. It's unavoidable. So there you go. That was the introduction. Please, guys, take it away.
I'm not a crypto person. I come from the education, like Alex said. I wasn't from this world. And I think yesterday you even mentioned that I didn't even believe in the project when you started this. Stephen also, who's with us, is not from the crypto world or not tech savvy.
So far from it.
And we're the two that are like really true believers, early believers in this project. So this is a proof that we can easily onboard everyday people that are not in the crypto sphere. This is Ulys Quest is a gateway for mass onboarding the Web3.
And a safe gateway.
Yes, a safe gateway, a gateway open to everybody. And it's also because you actually see some Web2 or platforms or businesses that offer crypto payments. But it's not because a company offers crypto payments that you'll have mass adoption tomorrow morning. Because if people still have the option of paying the way they pay, well, they're not going to change their behaviors. It's not because you add an option with crypto that they will change their behavior. Ulys Quest doesn't do that. Ulys Quest integrates in people's already behavior, the ones that are traveling, the ones that are visiting, people that are already traveling for work, like the flight crews, athletes, people like that. So
Diplomats,
ambassadors. There's a whole list of jobs. We did our research, and there's a full list of jobs where people are required to travel every month, every week, many times during the year. Even Alex will be traveling soon, attending all the events in the crypto world and travel world to be a guest speaker. So guest speakers around the world need to travel. So it's a way you're already integrating this in people's behavior. They are traveling already. No change of plans, no pre-booking, nothing they need to do to be part of to have the account. It's what, 30 seconds to create the account?
Not even.
Exactly.
It's instant.
They have their phones with them, or at least one small device with them at all times. So they don't have to change anything. The only thing is you're telling them it's free money. Wherever you go, wherever you stop, you just claim, you just earn your tokens. Yes, right now we have a lot of people saying, I don't believe in crypto. Crypto is a scam. I'll never use crypto. But if it brings them money, human behavior will accept crypto. And this is a way of showing that the technology exists, but it can be used for the good and not just for speculative aspects or for scams. Like we had a lot of on the news.
We don't use that word here.
Exactly. But I like the technology. I see that it can be used for good. And it's integrated in people's everyday behavior. So you're not changing anything. You're just asking them to open their phone, which they do already 100 times per day, and to just do one more click than what they already do during the day. And that's it. Simple, easy, no friction. Why wouldn't people accept? So yes, you'll get.
That's a better way of looking.
No such thing as free money. Well, yes, there is.
It's like, why use it? Why not use it?
Exactly. But people are saying it's too good to be true. Yes, it's good and it's true. For what? It's not too good to be true. What we're saying, everything about this platform, it is absolutely true. It's already delivered. Anybody that's watching us on any platform, wherever you are in the world, can just get out of the house, their office, wherever you're listening to us, keep your phone with you, and go visit the nearest landmark. You don't even need to travel to another city, to another country, just around you. I'm sure there is a landmark. It's mentioned 103,000
and 197 countries were everywhere.
So just go outside, take your phone, create your account. Takes less than 30 seconds. Visit the closest landmark, claim, and you're going to see it. You're going to have the tokens instantly. So because it is so easy, the onboarding of people outside of the crypto world, once they understand, once they know it's secure, it's safe, the onboarding is going to be massive. I don't come from the crypto world, and I started seeing, when I started understanding what Alex was building, I started asking him a question on the everyday uses. And I was like really impressed. And I started finding even more ways of integrating Ulys Quest. One thing I want to add is I've never seen an app or a platform that can be useful to the most vulnerable people on Earth, and at the same time be useful to the most powerful people on Earth. As an example, the most vulnerable people, I'll take as an example the homeless people. Even the homeless people have at least a cell phone. They don't even need internet. They can just have Wi-Fi anywhere. And once they have Wi-Fi and they just walk around their city, any time they're close to a landmark, they can claim their tokens, and they can have control over some money to buy themselves a coffee, a meal, a sandwich, something just to last through the day. Because the coin maybe today is 0.00. But when the market cap is going to go up,
Yeah, when we're going to reach $1 billion market cap, that token, those tokens are going to be worth $1 a piece. So now 50 tokens, if you start using the app now and you're collecting quests and you hold on to them, then they're going to be worth a ton of money when we reach that market cap, and it's not going to take much time. We're working on strategic partnerships and advertising plans and corporate partnerships, and we're going to get the attention that this thing deserves.
So it's that part that I like, and it has a social purpose. It helps even the most vulnerable people to actually have a way, a new path of income.
Yeah, and I want to add something important here, because I know that people who are trading quests always have the concern of saying, but you're distributing tokens, how are you going to balance the tokens you're distributing and the effect that it can have on the price? Well, very simply, the 103,000 landmarks on our database are converted into digital real estate. So it's property that we are going to sell and that you're going to own on our platform. Every time somebody visits a landmark that you own, you get a lifetime commission as passive income on a percentage of the Quest tokens that they're owning. Now, these landmark NFTs, by selling 100,000 of them, all the money raised, which is going to be millions of dollars, is going to go directly to the Quest smart contract to buy Quest and go into our treasury in our multi-sig wallet. So we are going to literally scoop up and remove like massive amounts of tokens, and it will be colossal compared to just the 50 Quest tokens that we are handing out. And of course, when the price of Quest rises, the number of tokens that we distribute to people visiting is also going to be adjusted. There is nothing in this economy that we've taken, that we haven't taken into consideration in the tokenomics, and we want the price to be sustained, to go up, to gain in value, and the Quest token has to be very, very strong.
Very good. Very reassuring. So to come back to the most vulnerable, we were talking about the homeless people. Another example of vulnerable people, completely different from the homeless. We're talking about abuse victims. In most abuse cases, no matter if it's psychological abuse, physical abuse, emotional, whatever it is, there is always, over 99% of the time, financial abuse that comes with it. And this is the number one reason why abuse victims stay with the abuser or close to the abuser, because they don't have the means to actually get out of this situation.
Okay, I have to say this. Karen is like, I think, one of the experts in the world in narcissistic personality disorder. So she knows about people who use money to control other people, and she has a deep, deep, deep despise for them.
And a deep concern of trying to find real concrete solutions for the victims. The victims will get the psychological help. They'll go to therapists, they'll see psychotherapists, social workers, but nobody will be able to get them out. Yes, they'll rebuild their confidence, their self-esteem slowly, but as long as they stay in this relationship, they won't be able to feel better, to heal and to recover. So,
and strangely enough, every time you're in this kind of difficult situation, the solution to everything is always money.
Absolutely, because the only way. So these victims have to plan what we call an exit plan, but to be able to do that, they need to start raising money, and you have to do it in a very safe and secure way, without the abuser knowing, or without the abuser being able to get their hands on the credit card, the bank account, or whatever it is. And crypto is the solution. They can easily go around their city without anybody noticing. They have their phone in their hands. They just claim their tokens. They hold them till they increase in value, till they have a bigger amount of tokens, which will help them for an exit plan. Just get away for a night, for two, put their children in a safe place, but at least get out. Once they're out, they can get some other kind of help, but they need access to money easily, securely, safely, which doesn't put them at risk again. So Ulys Quest will be able to cater to the most vulnerable population on Earth. But I also said it answers, it's useful for the most powerful. So Alex, you mentioned the governments, cultural institutions, ministries that would like a new sustainable revenue to be able to preserve, maintain all the infrastructures or the landmark itself, to avoid what happened. You said, I think it was in Italy.
Yeah, in Italy there was
one that crumbled.
It was an incredible, Roman era tower, and it literally crumbled for lack of maintenance. And the government couldn't get any funding. They tried to get it from the federal type government in Italy, couldn't get any funds either. And if they would have owned the landmark NFT of that Roman era ancient artifact, they could have received a 20% commission every time a tourist goes to that place and collects Quest tokens. They would receive 20% commission, and then they could allocate those funds towards restoration and preservation of their landmark. So even if you don't trust the government to do it, you can, as a private person or with the townsfolk, you can decide to buy the landmark NFT, raise money to fund the association that's going to preserve your landmark.
And also, I'm not sure if governments will appreciate that foreigners have get an income from their own tourists in their own cities. So whoever actually, we're not talking governments, whoever buys a landmark now, especially in the top tier landmarks, will have leverage to resell it when actually the governments are slow, when they actually understand and grasp the extent and how much money they can make from their own tourism industry and try to re-inject it in, then the person who actually bought the NFT at the beginning and started getting income from it can resell it at their own price.
And Stephen, you made the perfect analogy with the era when people used to buy domain names of companies. And companies back then in the 90s or in the beginning of the 90s, they didn't even believe in the internet. So they were like, having a website, what's it for? But then
10 cents. Literally nothing, and then selling for multiple millions.
And it can be in the government, you can have the Ministry of Culture, you can have the Ministry of Economy. There's different
Ministry of Tourism.
Any one of those can actually buy one landmark and reinvest in their own ministries.
I still think it'd be great. Somebody should buy them all. Somebody should buy every single one of them. And then they would own tourism for the world.
Absolutely. Or then negotiate with every single government. Oh, you want your landmark back?
Exactly. For less than a Bugatti.
And governments will pay the price.
I mean, with Quest, you guys can take this to the next level. You could create opportunities for people in need, like homeless folks, to travel and earn and, experience new things. You could connect friends and strangers, everyone through shared experiences as well. And one of the great things are that you can also bring companies in to sponsor travelers, cover the trips, and create even more opportunities. So this is not just only about the token or earning, but this is about real impact and connecting people and making travel a force for good. So there are so many ways on how to do this, guys, and even to the people in the chat asking for boost and dex ads. What I'm saying is this is only 1 day old. This is a beginning of something great. You guys gotta have patience. If you want to sell your bags, feel free to sell your bags. So we will get a lot of new holders onto this project. And this is the long term. So I hope you guys have a lot of patience. This is not just like a quick run to gain some quick
I can tell you I have a lot of patience. I'm a puzzle addict. Everybody saw me on Shark Tank.
Yeah, I'm talking to the people in the community.
The others, the holders, the ones that are buying their bags, they need a lot of patience. But believe me, Alex and I, we have a lot, and we're ready to take this to
patience and experience. Solarize, I would love for you to comment on what 5 p.m. just said concerning the potential in the travel industry. You have tremendous experience in that field, and I think that you can bring a lot of insights. You saw the potential of what this platform can do in this sphere.
Yeah, just my spheres of influence in my network in the travel industry is really extensive, and that just expands in the nationwide network of airports that I'm closely tied to, and then also the tourist side and industry with tourism tax generation for government entities. A guy in my network spent his whole career being a part of companies and these public sectors and government entities where he would go in and implement ideas for tourism and grow specific tourism destinations and visibility for this type of industry. And that's what he specializes in. So I'm in talks with him now, trying to onboard him and get him to take a look at the project. He's got a lot better scope and a much larger vision with that idea. So it's just getting him involved. I've already sent him the information, the links. So I know that he's basically reviewing that. And so live streams, future live streams to come, getting him on board and getting him to speak. And so he can give his side of, the total vision and where this thing can go and where it will go.
Do you think that we can have concerns with the people in this industry, and especially, like you said, airlines, airports, etc.? Would they be concerned because this project is Web3 or crypto related?
I don't think a concern is more the problem. I think there's already mass adoption. There's already awareness of what crypto is and how it's integrating into our daily lives. I think travel and tourism and those types of things are just the next step. It's just, a wave that's also going to integrate. It's just a matter of time. I think we're, front running way ahead of its time on this thing. It's just getting it in the right eyes and having these sit downs and doing these chats and doing the streams and getting these decision makers involved so that they can see the vision and, adopt it as well.
I mostly got on board because, yes, it's a travel to earn platform, but it's not only a travel to earn platform. There is a purpose. There is global relevance for everyday people in this. So if there wasn't this purpose behind it, I wouldn't be here. I need something more purpose, education, passion, and I find everything in this platform. We mentioned the homeless, the abuse victims, but families, a family that where a few members of the family pitch in to buy a top tier NFT, you're talking about generational wealth. You're talking income for generations.
Yeah, let me give a perfect concrete example.
And that's like, you're always thinking, how can I help the next generation and my children and my grandchildren? Well, you acquire an NFT and it stays in the family.
Yeah, because it's not digital art, you're buying digital real estate. So the Vatican is the most expensive one of our landmarks. I think it's close to $150,000, but there's 19 million people that go the Vatican every year. If only we have 1% adoption, which is very conservative, concerning the fact that everybody that travels can earn without like paying a registration fee to come on board, free to use, and you're getting free money. Why aren't we going to get mass adoption and have 100 million users within 3 years? So if only 1% of these people use it, you're looking at like $70,000 a year in residual income with one NFT. In 2 years, you've offset the cost. And the more our platform grows, the more people use it, the more the NFT goes up in value. These are going to become priceless because there's only one Eiffel Tower. There's only one Colosseum in Rome. There's only one Vatican, St. Peter's Place. You can only buy one of these places once. If you're a Muslim, maybe you're going to like to have Hagia Sophia in Turkey, which is the great mosque. There is something for everybody.
You like a specific city, a type of landmark. You choose what's significant in your family, but it can be bought because we're talking about tokenization on Web3, which we can't do that in real life necessarily. And people who want to have an income like that, they're going to buy real estate. It requires maintenance, fees, taxes, make sure you find the right tenants, you get the rent, you fix what needs to be fixed every few years or so. Having a digital NFT where you own between 5% and 20%, depending on the type, it's a lifetime income without all the hassle of maintaining real estate.
Believe it or not, even if you take countries like France, if you inherit the property from your parents, although they earned this money and they paid tax on it already, and they bought the property and they spent on it to maintain it, and then they give it to you, you inherit it, you have to pay inheritance tax on it. So the government is taxing something that has already been taxed. So you can't even like accumulate any wealth to give it to your children so they can have peace of mind. It has to be taken away from them. So it's on the blockchain, NFTs, go track a digital property. You can protect your wealth. You can protect yourself. You can do it legally. You could set up the ownership of these NFTs in a crypto-friendly jurisdiction with no tax, like Dubai. And there you go. You've ensured your children's future without any headaches. Every time somebody goes to visit a landmark and confirms his presence, the commission that you get is sent to your wallet instantly. So you get money every single day, automatically dropped into your wallet.
And it's things, when you buy real estate, let's say you buy a nice building with condos, you have no control of what's going to be built around it. That's going to decrease the value of what you just bought.
Yeah, like you buy beachfront properties and they build a tower in front of yours, and then the value of your property.
But the landmarks, first of all, you already have stats on how many people visited. You have previews of how much it's going to increase in visitors. And there's nothing that's going to be built around it that's going to make it that it's going to decrease in value. You could also, even if it's in the family, use part of it to help preserve and maintain, and even market this, so you make sure you have a constant flow of tourists.
What's the information you had about like the tourism industry is $9 trillion annually?
Well, 2025 they're expecting 11 trillion already. The 9 trillion was already, I think, 23 or 24. So by the end of 2025, they're expecting 11 trillion for tourism and travel industry, and going up to, I think,
16.5
trillion.
And Airbnb, in comparison, the rental business is what, $9 billion annually?
I don't remember. But there's a difference with Airbnb. If you take the travel apps, Airbnb, you have to be somebody that has enough money to actually pay, whether 1 night, 2 nights, 7 nights of accommodation in another country. You don't have the means to do that, you'll never use Airbnb. It'll never be useful. Somebody that never comes out, has their house for the last 30 years, will never use your Airbnb, will never even know what the app looks like, will never even create an account. So there's a barrier because you need to pay to use the app. It's not, you can't just use the app without paying because then it's not useful. So Ulys Quest has no barriers. So it's like Facebook, where everybody can create an app and actually use it and have fun and discover and learn things, even if they don't want crypto or they don't like crypto. But you get paid to actually use the app. Not only you don't have to pay anything, but you actually get paid to use it. And this, you have none of the giant platforms in Web2, whether it's social media, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or the Airbnbs and others like Skyscanner, Uber that are used in travel industry. None of them will pay you to use their app. You have to pay in most of them. So this is really unique in Ulys Quest, and that's why there's going to be massive onboarding. It cannot be any other way. Any platform that has succeeded, it's because it integrated in people's behavior. It was easy. It was free. These are the success stories. Ulys Quest has all of it.
One thing we didn't talk about yesterday, which is really huge, and Solarize will really appreciate this, is the special events aspect.
Yeah.
That's how broad spanning this could be. You know, that boxing match, football game. This can be way more than just locations. This can be special events. It can be anything we want. And those are guaranteed to see people.
I'll bring that idea even further. I have to give credit. Alex we had a lot of Erasmus interns coming, and we did a lot of brainstorming for marketing and for ideas to improve. And that came, the idea of temporary landmarks came from one of the interns during one of our sessions, and then we elaborated and made it bigger. Now, one good idea I don't think I even talked to you about this one, but I'm telling it live now.
Yeah, secrets from me. That's
no. Let's goes in the next year attend as a guest speaker all of a crypto
Bitcoin conference in Dubai
convention. So you're on stage, you have everybody in front of you. You just turn that event into a landmark, asking everybody in the audience to claim their tokens
on the spot. Oh my God. We didn't think of that.
No.
You did.
I needed to tell you that.
You see why she's my co-friend?
That's like Michael Saylor stuff right there.
Wow.
But exactly,
Endlessly
wherever he
adaptable.
goes in the world, no matter the city, no matter the venue for the convention, small or big, the stage, whatever it is, go on stage, ask everybody to turn on their phone, create their account on the spot, and claim their token for that specific venue, which is turned into a temporary landmark for the time of the convention.
Now it's going to be even funnier if I disguise myself as Alexo Questini, our meme.
Well, and if you own that location, you own that temporary NFT, you are making money off of them making money.
But
It's
then you
genius.
can ask the venue to inject some money so they can get
Or we could do it differently. We could also offer that to that event, for that event or that moment on stage to be a landmark for people to claim. But then the money collected could go towards charity, for example.
absolutely.
So if people claim, and you're going to be sending 50 Quest tokens to charity, or select the amount that you want to claim for you and donate.
Now it's a fundraiser event.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Endlessly expandable.
there's a lot of people that win for different reasons, but all around this platform. So the massive onboarding is just normal. It's going to come. It's just that people haven't yet understood how far and how much they can use this platform, how useful it is for them on a daily basis. When they're going to understand and grasp, then it's game over.
You see, there's a thing very important here. Karen is not of the crypto sphere. And as you can see, She's concentrating on the business development side. She's our chief people officer also. But you have to understand, when you invest in Quest token, we cannot fixate on the token. We have to fixate on growing the business, on getting mass adoption, on signing partnerships, on doing huge deals with people in the travel ecosystem. And with the growth and the adoption of Ulys Quest, Quest token is going to take on a life of its own and will be unstoppable.
You had read something today about YouTube.
Yeah.
If they had stopped after the first year, what was it?
Yeah, so there's a guy that posted on YouTube a video of the two founders of YouTube back 20 years ago. There were two kids, and they were in a room, and they were depressed, and they had their arms closed and talking to each other, and they were like, well, we just launched this YouTube thing, and we don't think it's going to work. It's going to fail because we only had 40 uploads. And look what YouTube is today.
Yeah. So the ones that are not patient enough, because we were talking, and we hope that the ones filling their bags are going to be patient. Same thing. If you knew what YouTube was today, what would you have told the people at the time? Just hold on, be patient. Don't look at the 40 uploads only. It's going to get bigger than that. That's what Ulys Quest is about. You have to give it time until everybody knows about it. I also come from the newsroom. I worked for one of the biggest French television network in Canada, and specifically in the newsrooms for a decade. And usually, if you want a news article to cover Ulys Quest on websites, anything, they'll ask you to pay for it. There's a trick. If you don't want to pay for it, your story has to have a global relevance. It has to be of public interest. If you're able to tell news outlets, whether the news outlets in crypto, in tech innovation, in travel and tourism industry, there's a lot of different news outlets.
Preservation and UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
Exactly. If you're able to show them that there's a global relevance, a public interest from the most vulnerable to the governments, it's also a solution to over-tourism, because if the incentive to claim more tokens in a less known part of the world, that could solve partly the mass tourism and over-tourism, because the only solution that governments found up to now is taxing.
Yes, Venice, taxing. Barcelona, they're fed up. And
so whether you're coming by plane or through a cruise,
plane, train, or automobile,
you're taxed. Governments, that's the only way they found. In this, and they're taxing the tourists. But with Ulys Quest, you're not taxing, first of all, you're rewarding, which is a completely different thing. And it's not just the tourists, it's the locals that are visiting your own landmarks, because locals and tourists will be visiting. So you're getting a revenue from more people without taxing and without making their experience less fun than anything, because people travel, then they found out when they want to visit, oh, you have to pay a tax for Venice. Now you want to visit, you have to pay a tax. If it was a reward instead of a tax, you would solve many more problems.
So actually we can turn literally Venice into a landmark.
Yes.
The government can own it, and then that's a way for them to tax tourists, but by telling them
you're getting rewarded.
You're getting rewarded to come and visit Venice, but they're collecting the tax because they're getting the commission. So they're getting the tax without using the word tax.
So you're completely changing the mindset of taxing tourists into rewarding tourism and making it rewarding for every level of the population. So from the homeless to the ambassador, everybody can use it. Education, we mentioned it. Students can go on field trips. Everybody can claim their tokens. So either each student starts learning about financial literacy on the blockchain, because this is missing in the schools everywhere. Nobody. Actually, there's one country, I can't remember which one, if you want to do research, there's one country that started giving lessons about blockchain and crypto starting in first grade at 6 and 7 years old.
Yeah, Denmark or Sweden, I think, something.
No, it's one country didn't expect. I can't remember. I would have to look it up. So it's necessary. Students can learn financial literacy. They can learn culture and history. They can also learn orientation, visual and spatial orientation. Take your phone, you have the map, try to float.
El Salvador.
Maybe. I said it's a country where we didn't expect necessarily to have those kind of
First
classes.
Bukele, but that's Bukele, that's the Bitcoin guy.
I know, first country.
But now it's part of the curriculum.
Oh, wow.
Can I mention an idea about
Sure.
and just some questions on the temporary landmarks?
Yes.
So my brain is just thinking in a space of generating revenue and getting users to engage with a temporary landmark for an event. I'm a big motorsports enthusiast. So
Yeah.
Formula One, NASCAR, motocross.
Absolutely.
These
They're
types
part of the. They're part of the list we had started.
Yes. So I was thinking, the exotic side of travel, right? When people think about traveling the world, Formula One has I was just doing and looking at some stats. Formula One has 750 million fans and fan base worldwide that tune in for these races. And of course, they're all over the world, right? The Formula One circuit is worldwide. Melbourne, Miami, Monaco, Silverstone, Monza, Austin, Las Vegas, Abu Dhabi, Japan, Belgium, Brazil.
Yes.
So,
and
creating those temporary landmarks where, getting vendors that want to be involved, right, for those events and sponsorships and getting the engagement. I'm kind of just seeing that as, can you talk a little bit more about the ideas of maybe temporary landmarks and how that integrates? And
yes, absolutely. Well, these events, whether like you're a motor sports fan, but there's a lot of different industries, and these worldwide events are drivers of tourism and travel.
Boxing match in Las Vegas.
You have people traveling just to go to these specific events around the world. We had it for JPEG, for the jigsaw puzzle. Puzzlers will travel around the world for the competitions. There's the Olympics in Spain for jigsaw puzzles every year, and people from over 100 countries travel to Spain to be able to take part in the competition, or just to actually watch puzzlers be part of the competition. So yes, those events are also recurring every time of year, at the same time of year, every year. Thinking of the Olympics, the same thing. So Ulys Quest could have a partnership with the event where the people confirm their presence at the event, are rewarded with the tokens, but then a percentage of those tokens, if the organizers paid something, they get like the landmark NFT, the same principle, a certain commission.
Well, I think it would
that would be reinvested in next year's.
Well, I think it would be good if they would probably want to allocate these funds that they receive in the form of a tax, because this is like real life monopoly. You land on somebody else's property and you pay rent. They could allocate it to actually purchasing some, gifts to give to their fans, because it's branding. It's free branding for them.
But we also spoke about partial ownership. So a lot of these sponsors at, say, a NASCAR race, they all buy a part of that NFT, and then it's divvied up through the smart contracts instantly. So there's no arguing. You can buy a part of the NFT. I don't know what the price would be. It should be fairly high considering how many people are guaranteed to go there. But then through that smart contract, every one of those people who put money in will receive money out without hassle.
You have different options. You can have the organizers of the event having that tax and then reinvesting it wherever they want, or you could have all the vendors of one event chipping in together and then splitting the revenues, and everybody has an incentive of promoting the platform because they would only get their tax and their part of the income if they promote and if they push people to use it.
Yeah, I have one question for 5 p.m. because he's a crypto expert here. Could you please give me your opinion? Based on what we're discussing here, we're talking about obviously a platform and a business and a company that is going to be a multi-billion-dollar business. And investors today, if they buy Quest, they might feel that this looks like too far away, and they're into the hype of the Pump Fund Casino. So what's the argument to tell them that?
So I would definitely say that just look at Snoop Dogg, okay? Snoop Dogg, he has a major influence. He's a big artist. He's in the music business. He's been in there for many years. We all know him. Just for some reason, Snoop Dogg, he shows how his Web3 can merge culture, music, and virtual worlds, creating massive engagement with his NFTs and virtual drops. And he's even selling virtual properties in the sandbox. That happened years ago. So showing how digital ownership can drive real-world excitement is just amazing. With Quest, you already have to travel to earn, visit real-world landmarks, confirm your presence, and earn Quest tokens and NFTs. But I'm thinking like this. Now imagine if you take this further. QR codes on drinks, products, or tickets bring people straight to the platform. Unlock rewards, tours, experiences. Plus, you can onboard sponsors like companies such as brands, YouTubers, bloggers to cover travels while the community documents the journey. And it's also written on the roadmap how to make this even bigger.
Yeah.
We thought of, you're talking about the QR codes, we thought about it as like stickers that you have in front of all the restaurants and cafes and bars where they put the QR code for the app.
Yes.
They're a part of our map and they have their location card, and they can have that. And people that are not even aware of the app, can actually know benefits from the rewards and the discounts or the gifts.
As we all know, crypto is the future. We can't deny that. And onboarding retail through Web3 is just amazing. So it's definitely a huge step if you do it with the QR codes on drinks and products. So every time some people buy a Coca-Cola or eating some food, buying food, they can just scan the QR code and this, it will take them to different journeys, experiences where they can unlock rewards and stuff like that, such as concerts.
It can be a concert.
The sponsors can give them safe travels, such as hotels, food on the way, everything will be taken care of through Web3.
At 5 p.m. somebody, there's a person called Winning on X Live. Thank you for watching, sir, or ma'am. And he says that you need co-marketing, you need CT marketing, or no one will see this amazing project. So what's in the cards in our roadmap to take care of that? You're the expert on it and you're our advisor, so.
I have to read that real quick in the X community.
Yeah, it's called Winning. He says, so we need CT marketing and we need co-marketing. Our experience with calls and influencers has not been very good up to date. We got mass volume, like hundreds of thousands of views with one post on a call, but it didn't convert into anything tangible. Putting up a post with a few words doesn't do anything. I think we talked with Steve about being on some serious YouTube channels where we can actually have a discussion like this and explain to the world what this is about. It's way more powerful than just an X post.
Yeah, I believe it's going to take an interview.
It's called quality over quantity, and people want to see results, especially in the trenches. You guys have the product, you have the business behind it, you have the name, the reputation, the story, and that's the most important part. First of all, is the background. people want to see what's in the background before they enter the journey ahead. So definitely there is a roadmap. Once we get into a higher market cap, it will be more interesting for the KOLs to onboard, and especially with the liquidity pool. That's why I mentioned liquidity pool in the very beginning, because we want a liquidity pool to ensure that there is safety in this coin. That every time when people sells or clip the chart, it doesn't really affect the chart because there's a bigger impact. And let me find the roadmap real quick. So yeah, so far 3.5K to 20K market cap. You launch the coin, you lock the tokens, the Def wallet is locked, the top holder wallet is locked. Dex is paid. There's a couple of boosts, early soul trending. And right now we got to go to 135K market cap so we can get the rate waves going, the big waves, get some paid boost, X-rays, TG calls, TikTok clips. And especially for that, we gotta have we need the Red Note app. Is TikTok is like a TikTok app, but it's promoted in China, because people from China, they can't use TikTok. I know a lot of people from China that I've met through Red Note, and we've been talking and networking together. I met some huge whales as well, big companies, and they said the only way they can onboard TikTok is through Red Note. That's the so-called TikTok for them. So getting the Chinese people from there will be a super huge move.
So the question is Webmo, because I've had people approach me offering me that, but we don't know which channels on Webmo to trust.
No, Red Note. It's called Red Note.
Oh, Red Notes, not Webmo. Okay, because that was another thing.
No, Red Notes.
Red Notes.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to look into it.
Exactly. So absolutely, you gotta have all the major social media accounts ready, make it look professional, have the people to get the rates going, have a content manager that can get the content across all social medias as well, so you can spread the message first of all. As soon as we're getting more eyes. Sorry?
Yes. No, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so as soon as we're getting more eyes, this will be a lot more interesting for the KOLs to onboard. And that's why I also mentioned the shield spaces on X is super important. There are like 5,000 or 6,000 people tapping in daily into the spaces to listen to new projects, new Web3 ideas, NFTs, everything around the crypto world. People want to know what's going on. So it's super important.
And we have a massive edge, because in case you don't know, like 95% of the Web3 projects are dead. So right now we have the whole field to ourselves.
And that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So get the word out there, spread it across all social medias, join the shield spaces, talk about the project, and I will definitely reach out to the people who owns the shield spaces. They following me on X, and I'm following
But like
them.
nobody wants to do it unless they get paid.
No, that's not true. That's not true, because this is interesting. This is a win-win for everyone. This is a win-win for everyone. Everything is not only about the money, because there's a lot of people who has the money already. They don't need extra money. But what they need is something interesting. A lot of projects on Pump the Fun is just quick pump and dumps. And that's what they're tired of. I'm following a guy, his name is Shadow on X. He's a super cool, humble guy. He's been talking about all the projects every day. What's going on? Why is the trenches so bad these days? Why is the market so down? And why is people only thinking about money and not the community? First of all, the community is the most important part in this project. Gathering the community in one place, such as Discord, all your social medias, will be the landing page that will redirect them to your website, to your business, to everything else. So once you have gathered all the people from Pump.Fun, from X, from everywhere else, all your social medias, there it will take off ASAP. And I can guarantee you that it will happen.
Yes. And there's something even much easier that everybody can do right now, and it can already become viral. Even before we hit the 135,000 market cap, like you were mentioning, we have right now over 150 viewers on X. I don't know on the others.
158 here and
12 on Pump Fun.
12 on Pump Fun.
So, anyways, maybe less than 200. We have another 400 in our community. close to 500 in the community. Now, if just every single person shares their experience, they went to a landmark, they took a picture, they said, I claim my tokens, I got them instantly. Just this can become viral if everybody uses the same hashtag and tags Ulys Quest on any platform, from TikTok to Twitter, anywhere.
Yes.
This can become viral without having yet to pay calls, and being able to do it right now in the next 24, 48 hours. I challenge every single viewer and every single member in our community to go out, try the app, post your experience. We'll have social proof, and it will be much easier to talk and convince either news outlets that are out of the crypto sphere in the travel and tourism industry, or the polls in the crypto Twitter. But we need social proof. More people will use it,
So
try it.
let me read a couple of comments here that we're getting from Pump Fun.
Yes.
So somebody's saying, even excellent coins get dumped beyond repair when foundation is not built. There is danger if not focusing on sending this to around 130K maintenance. Believe heavy in this project. However, a strong foundation is needed to keep it afloat. So yes, I agree. We need to send this to a new all-time high today, to have a healthy chart and attract new investors. And somebody else is saying 5 p.m. is wrong. Trenches are too broken for investments. What do you think of that?
Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. You can't put everyone in the same situation. There are a lot of people who has their money right, who puts the money where their mouth is. So you can't just say that I'm wrong. You can give me your facts. I want facts. First of all, I don't. This is just crazy comments sometimes that happens on Pump. But what I'm saying is onboarding retail through Web3, getting the product out there, investing into giveaways, because giveaways has such a huge impact, especially on X. So if you make a really good giveaway post on X, I guarantee you that if you say, like, you got to follow this account, you got to hold a certain amount of tokens.
I can tell you everything we did, and we're not, like, people are not responding. We told them, just go out, confirm your presence at a landmark, you earn 50 Quest tokens, so you're earning for doing it, and on top of that, we'll give you a free landmark NFT. Like, guaranteed. You're not in a contest to maybe win one, you get one.
And of their choosing.
Yeah, people are not stepping outside. Let me read these comments too. You cannot reach escape velocity right now in this market with people who want to hold for glory in 2 years. This is just a dumb assessment. What utility coin is blowing up? You tell me. Project is sound. Coin is not.
Yeah.
They need to track together. So that's the comment of somebody on Pump. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, that's someone on Pump.
It says like utility. Yeah, okay. So.
Yeah, go ahead, 5 p.m.
Okay, so project is sound, coin is not. So this is only day one so far. We're working on the back end, the roadmap, the whitelist, onboarding KOLs, people want to build this everywhere. So that's what I'm saying. Patience is key. Patience is absolutely key. You can't expect going to a 1 billion market cap in just one day. That's just not realistic unless you're a big scamming community, onboarding thousands of people to ape in early and to lie on the community and dump the chart. That's not how it works here. This is totally transparent. This is about.
Well, there's somebody here that totally agrees with you, saying betting on apes the next couple of days creates dips. It isn't sustainable. So he agrees with you on that. Makes sense.
Yeah,
they want 150K safety floor.
Yeah, and the way to do that, this is only day one. So as I said before, the roadmap will be announced officially, hopefully. So once there's a roadmap, people will see the clarity and see what's going on in the back end. Once people have eyes on the roadmap, it will be easier for them to understand what's going on so far and what we have achieved so far. And
even if we're in a pump and dump environment, we launched a deep in infrastructure project in a casino like Pump Fun. Yesterday we had 127,000 market cap. And right now we're at 38,500. There's absolutely nothing in the world that justifies this, besides the fact that there's just not enough eyeballs on this and that trading is very thin.
Somebody mentioned, I think in a comment, you said, show me a utility token that's,
Yeah.
What exactly with the?
He's saying, show me a utility token that's pumping right now.
Show me a utility token on Web3 outside of speculative or financial aspects. Real world utility on Web3. Is there any utility token? Because research, I haven't found anything. So obviously we cannot compare.
Well, all the others that call themselves utility are actually just games, or they're like crypto exchanges or other layers.
Yeah,
There's
it's all,
nothing.
it's everything related to either gaming
Yeah.
or financial platforms, whether it's an exchange or but a real world utility for everyday people. Where is it? So you cannot say there are none because they just don't exist. When one will exist, we can compare. But this is the first utility token in the real world for everyday people, not the crypto believers or the niche. For everyday people, the homeless person, a child in school, a student that can use that platform. Anybody listening, if you know a utility token that has that utility in the real world,
please
let us know. We will compare the charts. But up to now, I haven't found anything close to Ulys Quest. And actually, Ulys Quest, even you take giant platforms from Web 2, you take Google Maps, you take TripAdvisor, you take the gaming, the Pokemon Go, you put all this into Ulys Quest.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, you
the
just
giant platform of Web3.
yes. So just look at the whole market right now. We got to be realistic. This coin is 1 day old, guys. 1 day old. Look what we have achieved so far. How the floor has been holding so far. Like we standing major strong right now. You gotta be realistic. This is not only about gaining quick profits. This is not only about the token. This is about the whole journey itself. Look, Bitcoin is the largest and most dominant crypto. So it's its price movements often influence the entire market. Look at Bitcoin, where is that right now? That should say everything else. Solana is down. Everything is down. Look at the whole market is bleeding right now. You got to be realistic. We're standing really strong right now. We got to be really, really happy about that. We have been getting
there's just not enough traders or liquidity to send the token to 1 billion.
Yeah, and it was a Sunday. On Sunday when the coin launched, the market was slow. In the weekends and on Sundays it's slow. People have a life aside crypto. They got to take care of their families. Some of them, they don't have time to be on crypto every day, so that's why they're using their the weekdays on crypto, and in the weekends they just hang out with their families, enjoying parties, celebrating and stuff like that. This is Monday now, and trust me, this will only go up from here. And once the roadmap is official, everything else will be much clearer for the people to invest into this project. Once we have everything ready, we will onboard so many retails in through Web3 into this project, and we will get so many more eyes into this project as well. Mark my words, this is only going up from here. That's what I've been trying to tell the people. You gotta have patience.
Thank you.
Interesting comments here. So you launched on Pump, you didn't launch on Wall Street. You are too early for everyday people. You need to capture the Web3 market first. You need random mom and pops. You think random mom and pops are going to use the app and crypto right now? You're 2 or 3 years from random people doing that. Do a man on the street interview right now and ask people if they want free crypto tokens, and they will walk away. It's too early. And we did that test.
We did that test.
And they walked away. It's true.
The thing is, when you go on the website and you try to create your account and you go to a landmark and you claim, you do not see anything about Web3. You don't need to know anything about the blockchain or Web3 behind it. So yes, moms and pops, did we think they would be using their debit card or their credit card to do online shopping for Christmas? They do. A lot of them do. It's practical. They don't need to go out. They learn to. And over here, the learning curve is much shorter or practically inexistent. Like I said, on the website, it looks like any normal website that people know. You just create your account. People do it on any other platforms.
Yeah.
And all they have to do is click on another button, said play, found it. So there is no much of a learning curve. And that's the beauty of it.
I think that's why it's not going to take that long, is because these things have paved the way already. We're already 3/4 of the way there. People are going to adapt it no matter what.
Absolutely.
You know, Jeff Bezos, when he launched Amazon and people told him, "You're crazy, you're selling books on the internet, it'll never work." Well, he was too early. Look where Amazon is today. Now, at the rate at which people are adopting Web3 now, and where we're positioned as having zero competition and not even close to having any anytime soon, because I explained the technology layers behind this and it's extremely complex. There's nothing like us that is going to appear out of thin air from one day to the next. Then this is very different. The acceleration phase is going to be tremendous.
It's not, we're using blockchain and Web3 to show how it can be used in everyday situation. Like I said earlier, other platforms are going to integrate payments in crypto. But people are not going to learn how to do a payment in crypto if they can already do a payment with their debit card or their credit card. They're not going to learn. They're not going to take the time. It's useless. I can still pay another way, so I'll still pay another way. But for us, but I want the money. I want the free money. I'm still traveling. I want the free money. Oh, well, then you just have to create an account and click on found it. We're not asking you to learn about Web3. We're not asking you to learn about blockchain. You don't need to know anything about crypto because for now they're points. As long as you haven't done the KYC and try to exchange your tokens, it's like you're earning points.
So somebody is saying here again, thank you, sir, for your contribution. BWGAX has been giving like interesting comments, which is great.
Thank you.
So the point is you need to build the coin in the very short term, and it should be the major focus. Are we in agreement with that? Should the coin be the major focus or the business development part?
The business development part, 100%.
Yeah.
That's the first key, first of all. I
The more
understand
users
that
you have,
I understand that a lot of people are investing their time into this token and watching this stream and investing their money, sweat and tears, whatever. But like I said, again, this is not only about the token. Once we're onboarding more retail to Web3 and more eyes get to see this business and the story, the backbone of everything what's happening, it will affect in a very huge, it will give a huge impact to the coin as well. So that's what I'm saying. People gotta have patience. This is not only about making a quick $100 here and there and getting on to the next project. If you guys have the patience, following the journey, max engaging in the X community, you will be a part of the backworking team. Everyone has to backwork. That's just how it works. You can't expect
And I think
the team
we
to put
proved it also that you will be part of the deciders because we listen to everybody.
Exactly.
you don't have to see it as, okay, I'm investing, I'm holding, when the company's going to make some profits, then I'm taking my profits and that's it. I did what I wanted to do. No, it's like having shares in a company. It's a long term. You're holding your bag and you're taking profits probably slowly, but you keep on having them. It's generational wealth. It's a sustainable income.
Well, Stephen, you had a comment on that based on like how many people had the opportunity to just have a percentage of a company like Amazon or Microsoft.
Right. It's pretty incredible. And it's only because it's early. I think people take that for granted. You know, if it was any other business or company, they'd be all over it after the fact. But this isn't a hindsight thing. Like you're here, you're now, you know, make the right decision. And then we talk about Kohl's. And you know what? Our best shout outs were done for free. and what I said since the beginning is any call, so basically an advertiser, everybody wants to be the first person to break a story. Everybody wants to be, if you're a real reporter, you want to put out that story to your people first, so you make them rich. So when these people ask for $25 to put up a post and they don't buy any coins themselves, it doesn't make any sense. Because if you really believed in it, one, you would buy some for sure. But you want your people to know. That's what the great part about the YouTubers are. They don't want to put out garbage, just trying to make $25 here and there. No, they want their people to do well, so they keep watching their site.
Yeah, I mean, how can you have grow your viewership, and how could you retain their trust if systematically you're luring them into only garbage points because you were paid to promote it?
Right? Like the best call outs we've had were done by holders. And that's just a fact. Every other one didn't do anything. So that's like, what reporter doesn't want to break the story first? And when this starts going, there's going to be a ton of people that want to talk about it, because they're going to realize what it is, and they want to tell their people first. Everybody wants to make their people rich. So why wouldn't somebody say it?
Okay, this is an excellent point, and I have to make a comment on this. When we went to Las Vegas, we're in 2022 after the Shark Tank, and we launched the Jigsaw Puzzle International Convention. One thing that we saw there at the Venetian was Decentraland. No, it wasn't Decentraland. No, yes, it was.
No, the other one I think was S.
Sandbox. So Sandbox, thank you very much, had actually immersive experience in the metaverse. They literally had a shop, a storefront, and you walk in, you pay, and you put on the headset, and you're into the Sandbox metaverse. Now, the metaverse died. We know that it didn't work out too well, thanks to Mark Zuckerberg's disastrous management. But look at Sandbox and Mana. Their crypto tokens exploded, although it was reported that on their platform, they practically had nobody. They just had a few users every single day. But they got the media coverage, they got the partnerships, they got the investments. Well, so don't imagine that you need to wait for us to get mass adoption for your investment to be worth it.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to say. Once you onboard a lot of retail and people behind, in the backbone of this will be huge. Like I said, this is not only about the token, this is about the backbone, the structure of this, the architect. Everything about this is not only about the token, it's about the project, about the narrative, about the story, about the people behind it, the company, the reputation, the results. Once everything
Every story at the beginning seemed crazy. Selling books on Amazon, renting other people's houses for vacation through Airbnb. Like, I'm not going to go live in somebody else's house.
Well, at the beginning, it was to rent the sofa in somebody's house and just to sleep on the sofa.
Social media. People were trying to keep their life private. And then on social media, it's like, oh, if I can get enough views, then I'm not happy. It completely changed people's behaviors, people's perception. Ulys Quest is coming to disrupt the travel and tourism industry. It's not testing, it's not making it's about making people having experiences, fun, rewarding, educational experiences. So it's disruptive. And it's true that any platform that comes and disrupts the behaviors
Gets resistance.
at the beginning, but once you pass that blockage,
You're unstoppable.
it's finished, it's over. So
And God knows we have determination like nobody does.
no, but the travel and tourism industry is completely untapped in the Web3.
Absolutely. It's one of the last things that people would imagine. How could crypto and Web3 go into people visiting places and tourism? completely untapped. Nobody's even going to get close to that. When people talk Web3 and crypto, they're always into games, gaming, tap to earn, platforms, layers, exchanges. There's nothing like this. People don't even think outside the box to say we can apply the Web3 and crypto to everyday life using the blockchain.
Imagine you're talking about layers in Web3.
Yeah.
This is an economic layer for humanity. There is a purpose behind it. It's not just transactional. There is social benefits at every layer in different populations.
So right now, if we don't have all that business, having a good market cap would show a tremendous sign of confidence from the population in a project like ours, and tell the world, invest in Ulys Quest, do partnerships with them, advertise on their platform, because if we're investing in their coin, we believe in this vision and we believe in the future of this thing.
And from words to action, we have to make lots of content proving what this is about, what the utility behind this is. Once there's a lot of high-end quality over quantity is out there across all social media platforms, this is going to be huge, bigger than we can think of. That's why I'm saying content is the most important part of all of this right now.
Okay, now, so content, yes. We even have Questini to make memes. The guy goes to landmarks and does stupid things. So we have the comedy aspect. We're covering in so many ways. We can talk about each landmark with the NFTs and with Quest tokens, the utility on the platform. But please, I'd like to have the insights of Solarized on the business aspect, because besides communicating solely like on X and in crypto, Twitter, etc., out in the real world, how do we reach out? How do we get the word out? How do we get the message out? Because I think that everybody we mentioned this to, they fall off their chair. They're shocked. So how do we get the word out to?
It's really try it.
Yeah, but
through social media. That's the answer. Through social media.
But the problem is, I understand content on social media, but each social media platform limits us when it comes to crypto. So we have to limit the narrative to just the travel tourism aspect without talking about.
To be honest, I don't really agree. I don't really agree on that part, because first of all, Elon Musk has a huge impact in crypto. Donald Trump has a huge impact in crypto. Crypto is not wrong. It depends on the narrative. It depends on the project, the vision, the story behind it.
On X, yes.
And yeah, you can do it on X, you can do it on Kick, you can do it on Twitch, you can do it on Discord, you can do it on Facebook, you can do it everywhere. But if you
should we turn Musk into a landmark and tag him until he finally mentions us?
Yeah. So the thing is, always put a hashtag. No financial advice. Hashtag. Do your own research. Hashtag. We don't advise you to do this. We don't tell you what to do with your money. This is so important, because that's the key aspects in the post. So you will not get limited or shadow banned. The way you deliver the message is most important.
What you said there is, I think, is of a critical importance. We have to listen to this very closely. How did you come by this information?
I'm not so sure. On LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Sorry?
This is what he said. If you do your hashtags, like do your own research and not financial advice, you don't get shadow banned. How did you get this information?
Because that comes from my experience. That comes from my experience and from the projects I've been working with in the trenches as well, for the people I've been helping, for my study on ChatGPT, for my studying on Google. All this, it comes from experiences. So we gotta make sure that every post is totally transparent, and you don't force people into something they don't really know about. So you gotta make it clear that you don't tell them what to do with their money. That's the most important, because there's a team behind every social media, and they are watching crypto posts really, really closely. So when you are being straight up and being and showing clarity and being honest. That's what they want. And you can also deliver a message without mentioning crypto. You can deliver a message and content without mentioning. Talk about crypto without saying it.
Yeah.
So that's the part right there. So content, onboarding, show spaces, talking with huge KOLs, talking with people across different businesses. My friend's father, he's the owner of Stimmerol. Do you know Stimmerol?
No.
You gotta look it up. It's a billion-dollar company. They have all the twin gums, nickel twin gums as well. It's onboarding retail and onboarding people with startup companies as well. Yeah, we will talk about that in the private DM, so we don't expose the great news first of all. So it's
trust me, everything you're saying, Karen is taking notes.
Nice.
She has a question.
Yes, so you mentioned putting those hashtags for transparency and avoid being shadow banned, which I totally understand. The more quality content over quantity. But what happens when the algorithms don't even show your content? Because that's one of the barriers we had at some point. If your content is not viewed because of the algorithms, even if you have the good quality content and the hashtags,
yeah, and
it becomes very hard.
And to complement her question, I would add to that, we noticed a major change. My feed changed completely. I see some posts that are quite interesting, but are completely unrelated to what I used to see. And apparently being a reply guy doesn't work anymore. That is dead. They changed something major on X. What do you know about that?
You're talking about the rate teams?
The algorithms.
Yeah, the algorithms.
Your post or
yeah,
your
exactly. The more you search after something on social media, the more of that content will appear on your social media feed. That's just like that's the algorithm taking control of your keywords. Everything is just keywords. Whatever you search for, look after, that algorithm will appear on your feed.
So do hashtags really matter?
Yeah.
Hashtags does matter. Really, it does. It helps you to expand the wider range from people to looking into different crypto aspects. But what I was saying is, you don't have to talk about crypto when you're making content. Talk about the story of it first of all. Guide them, lead them to come to your page without talking about crypto.
Yeah, I think that's what we've been missing the whole time is hashtags.
Hashtags are super important, but don't abuse the hashtags. You don't want to put 15 hashtags. You put like 3 or 4 hashtags. That's it. FYP, X.
Yeah, spread the word.
Value, friendships, something like this. Travels, sponsors.
But if those hashtags and keywords have millions of searches, how is our content going to be shown as there is millions of content around travel?
Great question. So when you are using hashtags, you can look it up, see what hashtags are being used the most, and you have AI for that. You can ask ChatGPT literally what hashtags are being used the most when it comes to crypto without talking about crypto.
But I mean, are you using the ones that have the most views? Because your content is going to be shown last in all this pool of content.
Absolutely.
Travel.
And again, it depends on the content. It depends on what you are delivering on your platforms.
Like travel,
vacation, exactly. Friendships,
right?
Rewards.
I could see how this is a big deal. Yeah.
And this comes from I've been in the music business for 17 years. Trust me, I've been doing marketing so much. I've been working with Xbox, Tour de France. I've been working with movie companies. I've been working with sync licensing companies for my music to get on there. So I'm really just talking from experience that hashtags are super important, that you're using hashtags the right way.
Okay, and do you use mostly the same ones over and over again, or do you differentiate them for each content?
For each content, absolutely.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, that makes sense.
we do have a serious problem here, and I want to pick it up. Okay, so now the market cap went up to 127, and now it's down to, I don't know, 32?
32.
Yeah. So now people are saying pump and dump, the people behind this are scammers. And believe it or not, Stephen, this comes from JB. So I just had to ban him on the group. Now, what's crazy is that
What a
you
loss.
and I, we locked our supply, and it's people, because it is on Pump Fund, they're pumping and dumping, and they're rugging each other. It's not us. We're not manipulating the price. We're not
To be
touching
honest,
that.
everything is on the blockchain.
I don't think
have
you
And
can
that is
stop it.
making me fume. I'm freaking furious to see people accusing us of being that.
Alex, what I want to say is everything is in the blockchain. you
Shit
can just
talker's
laugh it
gonna
off.
talk.
Yeah, you
can
think
just
people
laugh it
take
off
a
and
look?
take it off. You know, everything is within the blockchain. Everything is transparent. You can't lie. Everything is in the blockchain. So they can just
We're
look at
here
it.
live talking to you, and we're rugging you guys. Like, fuck you, man.
No,
No,
but they
that's
they don't take the time to do their own research. I mean, if somebody
Alex,
says they're
What I
scammers,
said
they're
yesterday,
gonna
let the Jeters jeet.
Right.
Seriously,
Okay.
I'm so happy. I am so happy. If this dumps to 15K, I'm so happy because this will definitely get up again. Mark
Yeah.
my words. Once we have everything ready, the back end, the backbone of this, mark my words, this is going to go like Draper TV.
Right. I wouldn't have locked for a month if I thought it was just going to dump to nothing.
They aren't scammers. They aren't doing enough to help the price.
Yeah, don't really look at the chart. You know, Draper TV. Let me read about Draper TV real quick. Welcome to Draper TV, a pioneering hub for startup enthusiasts. We aim for democratized knowledge, offering diverse, curated content that sparks creativity and ignites entrepreneurial spirit. Join us in redefining access to transformative insights and success stories from Silicon Valley and beyond. That coin went to an all-time high, 21.5 million. You know what it's sitting at currently? 993.7K market cap.
Yeah.
Don't
Right. And
really-
everything's going to come back up. It's
everything is
inevitable.
going to come back up. Absolutely.
Right. And
The
then
stupid comments I'm reading just blows my mind. I should do
wouldn't
like
even read it.
celebrities and never read the comments because they're making me steam.
and then here's the other thing too.
They're
So
saying scammers again.
I don't know if
we make
it's crazy
say
because people in the chat on Pump, they're token holders. So when they're saying this is
get it.
capitulation, oh yeah, there's the Jeets there only after day 2. Screw you guys. Sell
Yeah,
everything. Go
I'd
ahead.
ignore it.
Send
We got better
send it
things
to
to talk
$1.
about.
Please do
Yeah,
it.
we got better things to talk about. Exactly,
No,
Stephen. So
Exactly.
let's focus on the narrative. Let's focus on the project. Let's focus on the positive goals and what we have achieved so far and what's going to happen in the nearest future.
Right. It's only been a day.
Exactly. Let me be honest to you guys. A lot of people in Pump, they are fighting for entry. Do you guys know what that means?
Yes, they're trying to bring
they are fighting so the chart can dump so they can buy in and get a cheaper entry. I can guarantee you, look at every project, you will see FUD. Oh my God, fuck these scammers. They are the biggest rug pullers. They've launched 3 coins. They don't have a good reputation. And once that chart dumps to 15K and they ape in, then they say, thank you so much for the entry. I just lied to you guys. I was just lying. I just want a cheaper entry.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not from the crypto world, but I've seen this happening.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Please
it's
don't listen to the FUD. Please.
Yeah, there's no point in listening to.
I wouldn't be investing my time into this if this wasn't great. I'm
Right.
being honest.
Thank you.
I'm being totally honest. Like you guys saw yesterday, a lot of people know me as 5 p.m. in the trenches. I'm not gonna lie. I have a really strong reputation on Pump and on X.
I'd just be looking.
Yeah, and you see, the same way that you are, mate, when you see my career, when you see my background, when you see what I've done in my life, where I've come from, to be accused of being a scammer for this price movement of a few bucks on a chart after all the work and the company that I've built, that's why it gets to me. It gets to me.
Ignore it.
This is special. This is super rare. You don't
Right.
see that often on Pump. That's what I said before. You only see meme projects. Oh my God, this guy killed himself. Oh my God, this person needs money. but this has a rare utility. This has something really special behind it. And seeing you guys doxing yourselves, seeing your faces, talking about your stories, talking about where you're coming from, what you have achieved in your company and business, what your thoughts are, about this project, the whole process, everything about it is just amazing, guys. It amazes me. I'm being honest. I'm super grateful to be a part of this. I'm super grateful that you guys let me on board and to talk with you guys on stream.
Right.
Thank you so much
That's the way I
Thank
think
you.
about
for
it.
your trust.
This is
This gives
this is
hope
only the beginning. Mark
every
my
people.
words. This is only the beginning. And remember, guys, it's the 15th right now. So a lot of people lost money. They don't really have a lot of money. But once they're getting the paychecks and they're getting money, they will aid back into the chart. That's just how it is.
True. And then the other thing here, so you're buying in at under 100,000, which is just a sale price. And then once we're at $1 million and Solana doubles or triples, like you're 30 in. Like,
Stephen, like I said, look at the crypto market.
Right.
Look at the crypto. Look at everything is down at the moment. Bitcoin is down. Everything is run by Bitcoin. When Bitcoin is going down, everything else going down. That's just
it's
how it is.
guaranteed it's going to go back.
And it was Sunday yesterday, and today is Monday. People, we will have a lot of more eyes onto this project, a lot more believers. That's what I'm saying. Let the cheaters cheat. Let us get the strongholders. That's what we need.
Yeah.
We don't want
No,
the cheaters.
totally agree.
Market cap. We don't want the cheaters at 2 million market cap.
No, we just need real people here.
Absolutely.
Some people are sending me messages to say, don't worry about anything. Don't worry about the kids playing on fun. They're absolutely right. We're looking.
There's a saying that says when you go to the top, you become the topic. Then obviously you have haters. So
and a lot of people, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. My bad.
No, go ahead.
So a lot of people they forget about what's funny when it goes great, when everything is going the right way with a coin, people are happy. When it's going down, oh my God, fuck them, they're cheaters. But when it goes back again, oh my God, I'm so sorry, man. This project is solid. People will always yapping and yapping and yapping. That's what they do all the time on Pump. They don't have anything better to do. Once we reach 100K market cap, you will see the big whales aping in again.
Yeah, it'll snowball.
Yeah, right now they're not going to ape in because the chart is sitting at 30K. But once we have a lot of strong believers after the G's have gone, we will get a lot more potential into this project. You will see the chart rise every day, new floor, every day, new all-time high.
Well, I showed Alex one the other day, and it was sitting at 3,900, like it was doing nothing. And then all of a sudden, what did it go to? 1.2 million?
Yeah.
In like 10 minutes. So, yeah, those guys don't even know what they're talking about. They just want a pump and dump. That's all they want.
Exactly. Fighting for entry. That's it.
That is exactly it. You called it.
Exactly. I've seen that happen so many times. Oh, God. I've seen that happen so many times. When the chart dumps, they enter the position and they say, oh, my God, I was just wrong for saying that. This project is super solid. Once the coin goes up again, they sell, and then they're fighting for entry again. So the chart can dump and then they buy back in. That's called swing traders. And we don't want the swing traders.
I didn't even know about that, but that makes complete sense.
You see?
It's smart in an awful way.
Exactly. That's how people make a lot of money these days on Pump.
Right.
I mean, for real.
But we should be talking about progress. We should be talking about
let's talk about the roadmap. Let's talk about the
Right.
giveaways. Let's talk about what we can apply in the giveaways, what people have to do when you're going to launch the giveaways, because once we have the giveaways ready and it's officially posted, announced on your XCOM, on your profile, then you have to enter the show spaces, talk with the people, with 6,000 people listening. And I know a lot of these big people. I can invite you to their spaces.
That's great. Oh, that is great.
So Steve, please talk about the giveaway. You're really, really good at it.
The giveaway? The big giveaway?
The big giveaway and the smaller ones.
What was that? Or the small ones? Well, first of all,
get a landmark NFT if you just go out and do your stuff.
Go out And you know what? Ideally, you go out and get somebody to record you and make a YouTube video and link it to us. That would be amazing. But you get a free NFT of your choosing. And it's not just one given to you. You get this location. No, you can actually pick one special for yourself. So, and that's absolutely free. Actually, you're actually making money doing it. So then we're talking maybe the person who makes the most viewed YouTube video. You know, you make a YouTube video and you get 1,000 views. Maybe there'll be a special giveaway for that. Because I think that's what people really want to see. They want to see people using the app, you know, earning their tokens, and it'll be good for you as a holder and good for us. It's a win-win. And then the Palmyra, when we hit $1 million market cap, giving away one of the top 100. I can't remember how many visitors, 1.2 million a year, something like that.
Yeah.
Visitors at the Palmyra. That will be given away.
Palmyra, yeah, like 1.9 million per year.
Right? Guaranteed visitors. That will be given away at the $1 million market cap to somebody who's holding. So it's a win-win. You can literally do all this for free. That's the best part. You can earn tokens. You can get the app. You can earn these NFTs, which are not photos. They are locations, one and only locations. And then at the end of it, you could win one of the top 100 locations in the world. And these 100 are the most visited. Go ahead.
Super special, super special. I don't hear that. I haven't heard that before. I mean, this is super rare. You don't come across such amazing opportunities like this, to be honest. You don't. This is just amazing to hear. And you can implement that into the giveaways as well. Right. Announced on X. Start with the small ones first of all. Onboard YouTubers, onboard bloggers.
Yeah.
Get the people to talk about this on YouTube, on their platforms. Because we don't only want the views, because views you can pay for views these days. So you want people to document the journey, to talk about the project, onboard a lot of other people, and the
I want to see
people
it too.
The most will win a surprise.
Right. I want to see it too. I want to see people from all over the world speaking all kinds of different languages using this app. That would be cool. I just like to see it.
Exactly. Beautiful.
So yeah, this is a really special thing. And then again, like, you can choose a location. I have a location in my mind, which I'm not going to share because I want it. Okay. But I know that it's not on the site. Just because it's historically significant. It's just not one of the ones that thousands of people go to, like the 9/11 that you could buy. But just the idea that Alex will make you that personalized spot is incredible in itself. You know, usually you just say you want to buy one, you pay, and then you get whatever one you're given. You get to choose, and if it's not there, he'll make it. Like, where else do you get that? And again, for free. No, you get paid for it.
Absolutely.
So let's see it. Let's see some guys on YouTube making videos.
Yeah. So 100%. That sounds beautiful. So let's focus on the roadmap. Let's focus on the whitelist. Let's focus on the X account, the main X account page, Alex, and the community. Let's make everything look beautiful and professional, and let's make a lot of high-end quality. Once everything is ready, and you will post high-end quality posts every day. Not too many posts. You don't want to get shadow banned. Just like 2 to 3 posts a day. Like, you know, it's written in the roadmap as well. Once everything is done, trust me, YouTubers, bloggers, journalists, everyone, they will see the pages and see how professional it looks, and they will get a quality aspect of what's going on, instead of just grok videos and yo, we just reached this, we just did this. They want high-end quality. Once everything is done and ready, trust me, this is going to take off. So let's focus on the back end first of all, and how we can boost this as much as possible in an organic way.
And I like that hashtag thing. I think you're really onto something there. That's something we've been missing. The key.
Oh, definitely. That was incredible.
Yeah, that's a game changer right there. That's going to change everything.
Your personal hashtag is super important. You want people to build on that. Right. So
I forgot about that.
Nah, but that's what we're here for. All of us, the community, us, everyone in here who wants to participate, they are more than welcome. Like everyone has a chance to onboard something amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about that in the private group chat and what we have to start with to make it look better and to get into the people's eyes and onboard YouTubers and bloggers and journalists and all that. It will be easy.
And everybody gets listened to,
100%.
So somebody, can I read a comment here 1 second? Because somebody was saying, see if it's the same person. Yes, it is. So for reference, I have modded million market cap coins, and I am a heavy believer in your coin. However, it is good to clear up some things and provide insight in your coin future. So I asked such as, so we need an initial foundation floor. So every update will create hype. You will naturally have bigger names go into your coin. Very risky this low. Accumulation is happening right now, but can't bet on it for super long. Always a chance for anything.
That sounds like saying the obvious. Let's just say the floor is $1 million, and that would be better. Yeah, obviously. But we're working on it. Like, you can't just say, hey, if the floor was 100,000, you'd be in a lot better position.
Yeah.
Duh. Like, come on.
And we just talked about it. We just recently talked about it on stream, how to achieve that.
Yeah.
I don't know if the person heard it. All respect to you, my guy. It's definitely a great question and, great feedback. But we just talked about it. Everything that you are saying. And that comes from the content to the high-end quality. And before the KOLs entering, the big whales entering, we will get to 100K, and from there we'll take off.
Yeah.
First of all, we got to focus on the backbone, the structure, the architecture structure of this project.
That roadmap's great. Like, that's the first time we've had something like that, a real plan.
Absolutely. Once people see the roadmap, trust me, they're going to engage heavily. And the giveaways, oh my God, you will see 4,000, 10,000 views on that post. You will see 500 likes, 1,000 likes, 500 to 1,000 comments, bookmarks, retweet. That's why I'm always saying in giveaways, it's super important that you let the people know. Like, comment, tag, retweet, bookmark. Hold a certain amount of a token and make sure you follow the 3 pages or 2 pages, Discord, Telegram, at the pump stream to your watch list. When you click on the star, it promotes the coin in another way. There are so many ways to boost this coin organically, such as hitting the rocket and the flame on decks. There are so many ways to engage. The more you max engage with everything, guys, this will take off faster than you can believe. Not only about paying 500x boost, 10x boost, dex ads, this and that. All this costs money. And the dev and the team, everyone in it, are working from the heart.
Yeah, so a lot of people are saying you should get Dex Boost now. It's a good entry point.
No, we don't want that. We don't want a quick 24 hours 10x boost for people to dump on the chart after it goes. We don't want that.
I think you're exactly right. That's all those people want. They want you to boost it right now. Do a 500x boost.
Yeah, exactly.
And so they can sell.
So they can pump it up.
That's it.
Yeah, like I said, swing traders. They just want, just hype this up really quick so I can make some money. I need some. Just forget it.
And it's not free. And, not everybody's got a bottomless pocket. So they're going to ask no matter what. I would ignore them completely. We've got the roadmap. Don't ignore that. Just stick to it, and it's going to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, now our community grew tremendously just with the launch yesterday, and we grew by several hundred people. So we're definitely going to be able to work together. Even if somebody donates just $5 each, we're going to be able to raise a lot of money to buy some marketing and advertising, and we needed some of that. So there's a lot of great things that are going to be able to happen now because our community is bigger.
I think before we're thinking about the community donating money to boost and stuff like that, let's focus on the backbone first of all, the content, the pages, make everything look good, so it will be more clear. So the people tapping in what's going on, they want to know what's going on and this and that. Let's focus on the most important parts first of all, such as the roadmap, the whitelist, the X account, the community, everything else. When everything is ready, we can start focus on, what is it called? Donating money to the wallet so we can add it to the boost and stuff like that. I would rather 100% decide that's the best way to do it.
But I'm very happy that now we're getting some help because when I started this, I was like a one-man Swiss Army knife from the guy doing everything. I coded the platform, I'm taking care of the social media platforms, posting this, that, and the other. My head was spinning. So I'm very happy to have onboarded guys like you and like Solarized and Steven. None of you guys are paid. I'm not paying any of you guys. You guys are investors like everybody else. But you care
like,
about
I'm
the project.
severely limited compared to these guys. Like I can help as much as I can help, but like 5 p.m. Come on, like this guy knows what he's doing. Whereas
Guys,
I'm fumbling around.
Guys, you know what? All input matters. Everyone can be a part of something great. Everyone can help out with something, at least if someone, clicks on the button, someone talks about the feedback, someone brings input. Everyone has something to deliver, to offer. And like I'm saying to the community all the time, you got to back work. You can't just expect a chart to grow without back working. You got to put the energy into it, the hours into it, if you want to be a part
of it. What's the saying? Rome wasn't built in one day?
Yeah, Rome wasn't built over nothing.
This is just absolutely insane. Like, guys, come on. 127.3K market cap on a Sunday, guys, on a Sunday. Come on, chill.
I have one question for you. You mentioned the hashtags and the keywords. One type of content is what I call the use cases. For example, what Alex mentioned about a landlord that troubled in Italy, and try to tie events and things that are happening in the news to the utility of Ulys Quest in such a case. Is that what you would call quality content and educational and useful type of content?
I heard a little bit of it, but it was falling out.
Sorry?
I couldn't really hear you that well.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm talking about use cases. See what's happening around the world in different countries regarding travel and tourism, and tie this to the utility of the platform. So let's say we're talking about a tax in Venice to be able to visit. How does Ulys Quest help and transforms the tax into a reward? Or the landmark that crumbled in Italy, how does Ulys Quest can be useful in a case like this? If they had used Ulys Quest, they could have had money for preservation instead of waiting for the financial help from somewhere else. If I use the news and tie it to the utility of the platform, does that help?
A lot. What you're saying is the right way to do it. That's how I want to do it, if you're asking me. Absolutely.
There was also a story, I think it was Machu Picchu, where there was a tourist, over 200 tourists blocked over there because there's only one way of getting there, and there were protesters blocking, so they couldn't come back. And I was saying as a joke, but it's real. Imagine if those 200 people, along with the protesters themselves, would all claim their tokens. The frustrating experience of being stuck and not being able to go back to your hotel. most fun and rewarding one.
And it would make the participants in both sides that are one against the other, well, they'd be on the same side of collecting free tokens.
And no,
That's just amazing.
the Machu Picchu NFT.
He would have taxed all of them.
He would.
I love the way you think. I love the way you're thinking, to be honest.
That is priceless.
Priceless. Absolutely.
That's the kind of content I can create because I'm always looking for the news and try to tie it to the utility of the platform, not necessarily just the token.
So we can create massive amount of content, very interesting things, storytelling, all of that. But there's a question about the attention span of people. That is extremely short, and the recommendation to keep your posts to, just a couple of lines, because people don't have the patience to read long form posts or threads. So those have to be kept for like strategic announcements only.
Yeah, we can plan it out in the private chat. That's a lot better. So people will get a great impact when they see what's going on, and when it's launched, then there's a lot of great posts ahead. We can do so many things with the content and how to market this the best way as possible. And all of us in the chat together, brainstorming on content, absolutely.
I think this was between yesterday and today and the chats we had all together. I think it's a solid demonstration of the kind of experience we have here gathered all together. And if that's not a reason to trust the project, I don't know what is.
Yeah, exactly. And for the people in here, they can always tap into the coin and see what we talked about yesterday, because the Pump Up Fund records all our conversations and the video stream down below.
Yeah.
So everything is we can actually use some of the content from here, download it, and post it on the XCOM as well. There are so many ways we can play around with it.
All right, very good. Solarized, we haven't heard from you much. Are you still there?
I'm here. I'm taking notes.
I
love this project. I'm visionary in my own ways, entrepreneur. Majority of my life, own multiple businesses. I've been in multiple industries. The crypto space isn't something that's, I would say, new to me. Going back from like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and those types of tokens back when Coinbase was launching, and Robinhood and all that stuff, and being an investor there. The meme coin space, pump fund space, probably the last year as an investor myself. But, the vision of this token and what you guys have already built and developed, the foundation is there. The base is there. It's just how do we improve on it? How do we get the marketing together that all correlates with each other? It's all congruent. Really that branding presence, I think is obviously super important, like 5PM was saying. And then just getting the message out there, right? Getting the use cases, getting people to use the platform, getting the content generated around that, and then holding these spaces and holding these streams consistently. If it's twice a day, once a day, but figuring out a schedule for that, keeping people in tune with what's happening, and then just sharing the roadmap, right? Where we're going, here's the vision, here's the path, and then I think as those things become completed and as you grow, it builds in people, it builds trust. So
yeah, I like the idea of sharing the roadmap because that answers a lot of questions.
Big facts. And onboarding retail, helping out this is a worldwide utility, also helping out the people in need. For Christmas, for example, people who need some food on the table, giveaways, donations, money to charity. There are so many ways we can do content, so many ways we can get out there with a great message and a great narrative like this. We have a strong community so far. Everyone in here is really, strong and true believers and strong holders. And we will onboard so many more holders onto this project as well. And more people will bring in their feedback in the XCOM. so you guys can take that into decisions as well and look into it and see what you think of it. I believe this is only this is only 1 day old so far, and we have achieved so much in no time. We should be happy. We should really be happy and turn that energy into a positive manifestation, and trust that this will go way over that we can expect. We can't even imagine where this project will go. I believe this project will go to millions.
Yeah.
Millions.
And anybody who wants it to go to 1 million in a day is not supposed to be here.
Exactly.
Like they don't.
Well, it's kind of funny because that's the kind of argument that a few people are having in the Telegram group. Some are saying, Mark, it was pumping before the live stream because people were expecting a plan and they should have hit the ground running, but it didn't. Just as if we weren't talking about a plan. We just delivered a solid vision of what's coming with a team that has massive experience. And the guy says, yeah. So another one says, well, I have a buy order. I said, please sell. I want to get in cheaper. So it's funny what's going on in Telegram.
These guys have their mouths open and their ears shut. That is
Oh my God, that's funny.
Bring it to the all-time high at least.
Guys, you guys have Nano Banana?
Alex, I was mentioning too, just, some of the people that are involved in Pump Fund, Solana tokens, meme coins, and stuff like that. It's really, they've never owned businesses, right? They've made quick money by following hype and using Twitter and following trends. They've never owned a company. They've never had true expenses. They don't know how to grow a brand. They're good at clicking buttons, following hype, and following trends. So you have to understand the vision and what what you've already developed is there. It's getting in the right
brother. Well said. Well said.
My relationships alone with a product like this is just, it's endless. So I'm already on my side. I've already messaged multiple people. I've emailed people. I'm waiting for people to get back to me. These are highly influential, highly decorated individuals in the travel space.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
They run the world with travel. I mean, directly here in the United States, because that's where I live and that's where these relationships are. But these individuals here have also traveled the world, and they've gone to different places, and they deal with ambassadors there to go and find out and create relationships where they can now send tourism here. So they go to places like Japan, they go to places like Australia, they go and meet the key players there, and they go, we're sending people to your country and to your destinations. You guys need to reciprocate and send back here, because here in America, obviously, we have our own destinations, we have our own landmarks. And so that's where I get involved, and that's my power play in this project. And so just let me do what I do in that space, and let me see what I can do with those relationships. So I'm working on that.
Beautiful, brother. Beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's going to be
so
amazing.
Much appreciated, bro. I have a quick input. Imagine you guys having an app, a Quest app, where people can live stream their journey and use it like a TikTok account, but a Quest
almost
app.
like Facebook.
Exactly. I think that will bring so much attention, to be honest. Plus, you will earn money from advertisement and stuff like that. There's so many ways to generate money, income, from advertisement to likes to engagement to documenting a journey. That will bring a lot more retail on board if you have your own app where people can stream.
Like I was thinking, even just sharing your experience and telling about the spot, is it good or not? Pictures, that would be great.
Absolutely.
I can implement that in 48 hours. I already have the setup. The way the platform is built, everything works with API endpoints. I could use just the APIs of all the social media groups, and we could send the streams right away from our existing app. It's nothing for me to implement it. It's there.
Like that ratings and everything.
Amazing if you can do that.
There's so many things that I do intend to add and implement in the platform. It's going to become something way more powerful than what it already is. But it's a question of time. You see, now I also have to be a bit the face of the company. Thank God I have you guys to help me out, because at some point it would be even best if like people act as real representatives of this company, because they're real professionals. Like 5 p.m., I can hardly beat you in your way of presenting things on the business side. I'm more of, a technical guy. I'm good with the media differently, but I should be able to spend more of my time continuing coding and development and building, and a team like you guys being more on the communication side, and that would help me tremendously, because do one thing, do it well. Being everywhere at the same time isn't maybe optimal.
Right.
I mean,
Some people
you're
are better at
human
some
being,
things
Alex.
than others.
Yeah, and everyone participating in the team is just amazing, giving different roles. You can't do everything yourself. You're just a human being. Everyone is just a human being. We're not born to do everything at once and all by ourselves. That's
Or
just
not
not the way it
sleep.
works. We want more people in this, more feedback, different mindsets, different opinions, so we can grow together and take this to far, way ahead than we can think of. That's what we want.
Right. I think
Exactly.
more and more people are going to see the true potential of this.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
It's just getting
All
the
right,
word out.
wonderful. So I think that we're going to get into the war room. Maybe the core team here, we're going to have a conference call after this to continue discussing our strategy. Do we reconvene for do we have to go live every single day?
No, you don't have to. You want this to be interesting, because so we are like in the human aspect, the nature of the people, seeing the same things every day can get boring. You don't want too much of that. You want to make it mysterious.
Yeah, I think we got to add like one new announcement per video, just like mentioning the fundraisers and special events. That's huge news.
Exactly.
But we've got enough stuff to tell something important every day. That's for sure.
Exactly.
And then
All
talk
right,
about the
wonderful.
roadmap, how it's going.
Yeah, exactly. And you can just update the video every time you off stream. Just let the roadmap appear on the screen, and every time we have something new content, something, you can just apply it to the stream while you're off, so people can see what's going on.
Where are we
Yeah,
posting the roadmap? Are we going to get that on the website? So we just have a link there that just says Quest Token Roadmap, and people can click on it, and then boom, it's a visual. Build it out with your colors.
I could literally, if you look at the main page, it's like sections. I could literally just have the roadmap section right there. Take me a few minutes and it's in.
Sure. Yeah, I think adding the colors, the branding, make it pop, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, and especially let it be on stream so people can see it on Pump as well. Add the website to the screen with the roadmap, so people can look it up and see what's going on. Absolutely, that's the best way.
And it'll eliminate a lot of questions.
On Pump Fun, I have the 24/7 demo running of the platform. So it's a 14-minute video running on a loop, but it's a full demo of the platform from A to Z. So I leave that running as well.
Yeah, but
we talked about the overlay, Alex, too. Just have that running. If there's something that you could put in the bottom left-hand corner or one of the corners or down in the bottom like a footer, and just have those key bullet points of what's been done, right? I mean, you see a lot of communities doing that and a lot of tokens doing that, whether it's still relevant or not. It's visual for people, so they just kind of know where it's at, especially if they're new. They've never seen any of the steps. They've never seen anything.
Yeah, they want to know what happened so far. They want to know that.
They want to see the progression for sure.
That's a good call.
But I need somebody that's really good at writing those communications so I can put them up, because maybe at my age at 55 and in what I do, I don't use the right words. I'm not the best communicator. I don't know how to relate with this generation. This is a truth that I'm confronted with every day.
Right. We appreciate you for being honest and transparent and saying, talking from your heart. I mean, Alex, the best way as possible. Like I said before, everything is on the roadmap. There's a check mark for everything that has been done so far and what's going to happen at another market cap, like 135K market cap and so on. So showing the roadmap on the stream, that will be the answer to everything when people have questions about Boost, DEX, DEX tools, Nitro, Golden Ticker, or whatever. Everything is provided on that roadmap.
Yeah, that's great. And then it'll eliminate so many problems, so many questions, so many wonders. You know, it's just like, what are you going to do now? Well, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
100 people being like, do this, do that. No, this is what's happening.
Exactly. So when people see the roadmap, they say, oh my God, is this going to happen at 135K? Oh my God, I'm going to ape in right now. I'm going to ape in right. Oh my God, at 10 million market cap, this is going to happen. Oh my God, I'm going to ape in right now. People are all about the roadmap right now. They don't care about the back end of the website and this. They care about the roadmap, especially on pump.fun right now. That's why I'm saying add the roadmap to the stream. First of all, people want to see the roadmap, the market cap goals.
Okay, I have OBS Studio. I will overlay that tomorrow on the existing video. Or actually, I will just record an updated one. No problem.
Yeah, because a lot of the visitors on the website, maybe they're not even connected to the tokens. They're only on the website visiting to see what's going on. But people on Pump, they have most of the people who are tapping into the stream. They hold a lot of tokens, and they want to know what's going on with the roadmap.
Okay, so we're going to keep everybody updated on a daily basis from now on because we always have something very exciting happening.
Yes, sir. That's what we have the private group chat for, to talk about everything else. But for the stream, provide the roadmap. That's it, and you'll see the chart itself. Because people want to see the roadmap. That's really it.
Okay. So, guys, I invite you all that's on this conversation with me now. Let's. I'll put in our chat group. Like, let's do a Google Meet and have a brainstorming session among us. And we'll end the stream now. It's currently 10:20 p.m. in Malta. So. Yesterday, I pulled a 24-hour marathon in the long stream with you guys. So I would be grateful if, maybe you would have each one of you a last word recommendation or talk to our audience, and let's give them a little message before we go and we come back the next day.
All I have to say is, hold your backs, do your own research. Again, no financial advice. We love you. We truly appreciate all of you tapping in, holding strong, believing in this project. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. 28 people tapping in right now. This is currently sitting at 30.6K market cap. If you ape in now, after the roadmap appears on the stream, you will see a whole nother market cap because that's what the people are waiting for. And we have a lot of great things coming on in the next coming years, guys. So tap in, watch the previous streams down below in the token. You can see the streams that we have been talking about since launch. Just happy to have you here. And thank you so much. All the best from 5 p.m. and the team, the community, and everyone in here. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Steve, any last words?
Yeah, try to get out there and visit a location, document it, earn your free NFT landmark of your choosing. And instead of just writing a bunch of BS comments on the live when nobody's there, come over to Telegram and actually talk. Right? Everybody's invited. Questions are great. So yeah, I'd like to see some more people there.
And we're all accessible, including the dev, the real one. All right, wonderful. Yeah, Karen.
Yeah, so with the market cap right now, it's a micro cap, but we have a macro vision. It's going very far. So I'll say the same thing as Steven. Try the app. Really try, create your account and try any landmark to see that it's real.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's the way to become a true
and
believer.
share it. Once you did your experience, share it.
Solarize, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
A piece of advice for our audience before we
Mine
go?
is really, just get inspired and look at the vision as a whole. This project, doing your own research. These guys are really good in this space at doing that. That's how they verify tokens. So don't think for a second that they're not looking as well. Sure, there's some guys that blindly ape in. I just encourage people to go do the research. Look into your background. Look at your 3 decades of experience in the technology space, and what you've done and the accolades that you have. You're here, you're in person, you're fully doxed, you're live on stream, you're pushing an idea and a token in a space that something like this hasn't been done. So
somebody's making a good point on the message saying 277 token holders. We're 251 right now watching on the stream, so that's amazing. So let's fucking go.
There you go. So you've got everybody's attention. Like I said, I encourage people to just dive deeper into the project. Think forward, right? Think ahead. Think of the future to see where this thing's going. Buy it now at a 30K market cap. You don't get a better entry. This floor's been holding. It's not going anywhere else. The people that are truly involved and want to see this thing go, we've already created that floor. So buy now, because it's not going to go lower. It's going to go up. And now's your opportunity.
All right, wonderful. Gentlemen, thank you so very much. I'll be sending you
It was a pleasure.
Google Meet link so we can have a brainstorming session just to discuss the roadmap that we're going to present to our public. To everybody listening, 251 viewers on X. I don't know how many on PUM. 13. Well, look, we're very, very grateful for your attention, especially that most of you, if not all of you, are investors. No matter how much you put, whether it's $5, $10, $1, or $1,000, each one with his own means. We know that it's very hard to earn money these days. So when you trust our project and you invest in our token, we act responsibly. We want to protect you. We want to protect your investment. And that's why we will work very hard to make this work. Karine?
Yes, and just want to add to what Sarah was saying. Do your own research, yes. And if there is any questions that remain unanswered or you were not able to find the answer with your own research, please reach out to us in the Telegram group. We would be very happy to respond to any questions you have before you make your decisions, and to make sure you have no doubts and you're not hesitant on anything. We are here to answer the questions.
I love real questions.
Yeah,
I keep waiting for real questions.
Guys, I just have a request from Bernick in the chat.
Yeah.
He's make me mod in the X. I can help in different time while you guys taking a rest. Thank you so much. Is that possible?
Thank
Can you add the person as a mod in the X community as well?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Just in our chat in there in the community, or the chat we have together, just put me his handle and I will make him mod right away.
Absolutely. So Bernick, just make a post in the X account, say that you are Bernick and you want to be added as a mod, so we know it's you.
Yeah. Wonderful. Guys, thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. We will see you very, very soon.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thanks.
Take care.
Ciao,
Have a
ciao.
great time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.